Oregon and those people like the AG attempting to make a difference. We do need to get in contact with, I believe her name is Maxim Dexter. We do need to get in contact with her, and then I believe it's a person named Ron and Suzette in the Oregon area. If y'all are a part of that, that's what y'all need to do. And it's a multi-state lawsuit that Portland is essentially is against the executive of the state, which is crazy to think that so many states so early, and it's only been 5 weeks, that a need for a lawsuit is needed. It's only been 5 weeks, and it feels like it's been 3 years already. I feel like we've already I feel like a re-election might be needed. But yeah, let's move on. While the next video is going on, I will be switching, you know, because this is too much. Yeah, let's get to the next.
It's not just at the CDC. Layoffs are really happening across the country. More federal employees are losing their jobs, and now some lawmakers are hearing directly from frustrated constituents.
All of this as the Trump administration targets the Transportation Security Administration. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has more from Washington.
We have a lot of weeks to
Today, President Trump defending his push to reshape the federal government, once again praising tech titan turned top advisor Elon Musk.
DOGE, which is now waging war on government waste, fraud, and abuse. And Elon is doing a really good job.
Musk brandishing a chainsaw, revving up the crowd last night at a conservative convention.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Now his Department of Government Efficiency is shredding jobs at the Transportation Security Administration and the Internal Revenue Service.
We are real people. We are not numbers on a spreadsheet, and we really need the American people to know that, and we really need Washington to know that.
Some of the firings not going over well for Republican lawmakers back in their home districts. Constituents sounding off at town halls.
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
If you're going to just yell at me, that's not going to be an effective penalty.
Maybe if we didn't spend $250,000 an hour.
Hold on, we gotta say that one. We gotta say that one. Shoot. And I ain't talking about we're gonna say the whole thing. That right there. She passionate. Whew, she passionate. Yeah. She see me outside. You know what I mean?
If you're going to just yell at me, that's not going to be an effective penalty.
Maybe if we didn't spend $250,000 an hour flying a guy around to sporting events, we could do a little better than that.
Still, the Trump administration says the rapid-fire cuts are what the voters wanted, and more on the way.
There should be no secret about the fact that this administration is committed to cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. The president campaigned on that promise. Americans elected him on that promise, and he's actually delivering on it.
But so far, the administration has not provided any evidence of widespread fraud, which is a crime. The TSA says it laid off more than 200 workers this week. The IRS is expected to cut more than 3,500 jobs. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, the White House.
All right. So right now it's like a lot of people thought that it wasn't going to be them for the most part, and they were they felt like it was all good as long as it wasn't them. You know, I really can't say that for everybody. I really feel like they really voted because they wanted celebrity name. I mean, that's really the biggest thing I could say. I don't know why people vote for a person 2016, 2020. I mean, COVID showed me everything I needed to see. You know, you could have been dead in the casket. I would have voted for anybody else over him. You know, like I didn't care. Like I didn't have to like you. I just know when it comes down to somebody who's a felon and somebody who has all these does not care about human life. All this history since 1980s has nothing but been a rich, snobby kid who can have and do whatever he wants, and then having like a bunch of lawsuits for discrimination, not paying people, just really being a con man. And we, like, you know, the Democrats, I'm not really a Democrat. I really can't say I'm a Democrat. I would like to be more conservative Democrat, like that type deal, because, you know, certain things I don't agree. At the same time, I gotta be Democrat because the Republicans have no backbone. Y'all allow this man to come in, and instead of y'all saying, hey, we're a group, y'all just let sitting back like, oh, okay, boss. Oh, okay, FA. And then this dude has the gumption to be like, well, you know, no one has a bad performance and never says that they have a bad performance if they're getting fired, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Let's move on.
The layoffs hit roughly 7% of the agency's 100,000 person workforce this week, just as millions of Americans prepare to file their taxes. Among those affected, workers like Christopher Napier, a former IRS data scientist. This is what he said to our affiliate in Orlando just after finding out the bad news.
So they cited the statute that says that probationary employees can be laid off due to their poor performance. But my performance evaluation says that I fully exceed expectations. So it's just really disheartening to see employees meet and exceed expectations be fired.
Christopher joins us now. So, Christopher, how did you actually find out that you had been fired?
Well, you know, the thing is, we've been saying it from before. It's not about performance. It's all about cuts. And what's happening is he's saying that these people don't matter because we can have AI do these jobs. So instead of us having 100% of the workforce, we're going to basically bring it down to 20%. And then we're going to cut off 80%. And we're gonna basically do it indiscriminately. We're gonna do it to the point where it's gonna be bare bones, and then in theory, you know, our parts are gonna go down, our healthcare is gonna go down. After a while, it's gonna be scary going to TGIF. You might not want to go there because the CDC is not doing their job. So there's going to be more death in the form of just regular flu. The flu season is going to kill us all. Hold on one sec.